staying in.
Oh, I thought we were going to start.
Sure, let's start. Fuck it, let's start with it. Okay. People hate it, but we're starting with it.
Well, this is episode 54, right? 53? Is it 53?
Last one was a deck of cards.
This one is, what's 53? What, does 53 have any numeral significance?
It's a deck of cards with that added white card. You know how some decks come with that?
Yeah, just that extra. Why? Why is that in there?
To pad the space, I guess.
I guess so. So it fits the box better. Maybe the boxes. At the box factory, they made them only to fit 53 cards because they didn't. Maybe there was a typo when making the boxes. You know how for 53.
You know how excited I used to get, I just got a new deck of cards. Because I used to go to like this daycare place. I can't even remember the place, but the only thing to entertain all of us would be if someone brought a deck of cards and we'd play just card games
like blackjack and
I just played War and
or BS or whatever.
Yeah, BS was a good one, and then there was blackjack. No. What's the one where you try to get to 21 or whatever?
Oh, Dirty Mike's Fuck Shack.
Yep, that's it.
I know that feeling you're talking about when you get like a new deck of cards and it's like, yes, fresh cards.
Because then they feel really good to shuffle and shit.
Or if you collect the trading cards and you get like a pack of Pokemon cards or Yu-Gi-Oh and you open it up and the smell when you...
Oh my god.
My friend Christian, he's big into Magic and whenever he'd get like a new deck of... a new pack of cards, he'd like open it and make me smell it and be like, smell this.
Dude, when you get a new deck of cards, they just slide so easily, but then it sucked when you dropped them on the ground and that grain would...
Oh, that scared the shit out of me. I'm sorry. There's a dragon dildo, and before the episode started, I stuck it to the ceiling, just not thinking about it, and it just dropped right in front of us and scared us both. Continue what you were saying about the cards.
But then this dirt would get in the cards, and then it wouldn't be all smooth and all green.
It doesn't have that beautiful friction that it had before.
2 podcasts in a row, both open up with
Talking
something about
playing cards.
Can you tell that we recorded these back to back because I'm leaving?
It's going out of town, so we got a backlog podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Did I say backlog? Backlog podcast. That sounds weird.
Lego's going to a little doggy hotel.
Is he? I don't have to take care of him?
No.
Oh wow. Oh, I don't know how to do his training anyway. So
yeah, I don't. It's not. I don't trust you with Lego. It's just dogs when they're trained, it's not like they're trained with everyone. Yeah. It's like the connection, I guess.
You are his master.
I am his master, even though he's still kind of a bitch.
You wield the whip and you're cracking on the boy.
Oh yeah.
I hear you in your room all the time cracking a whip on him, and he's always screaming.
No, fuck you.
It's funny. I do have to say I get a good kick out of it.
Yeah, cracking the whip on Lego.
Yeah. I wish I just had a whip, like a big bull whip. The type that, when you whip it, it just makes that whoosh, whoosh. I wish I had one of those whips because that'd be so much fun just to walk around. Like I wish everyone
like an Indiana Jones whip.
Yeah. Like I wish I had a whip that I could just whip people with and it wouldn't hurt them. Like they wouldn't even notice I'm doing it. So
it's just the sound effects for comedic effect.
I could just walk around and just whip people in the back of the head, so like walking down the street and everything.
And they wouldn't notice.
Yeah, I just walk into 7-Eleven and like whip the guy across the face and he just keeps doing what he's doing. It'd be so much fun.
One of the guys at 7-Eleven doesn't work there anymore.
The guy that we always talk to?
Yeah, he's gone. He's been gone for like the past 2 weeks.
Oh, that's too bad. He was working 3 jobs. Remember?
Yeah.
He told us, he's like, it's my third job.
He had a kid to look out for and everything, too.
I can't believe that. That's crazy. He works 3 jobs. So he works 2 jobs during the day, and then at night, he works 7-Eleven like all night.
He said he said like usually he'd get 4 hours of sleep every day.
Didn't he say like he doesn't really need sleep, though?
He said he got to the point where he just didn't need sleep.
That's crazy. Maybe you can like situate your body to get into that rhythm where you just don't. Well, I don't know. I feel like you would always need like.
I love how this is just like the last podcast. We talked about sleep schedules after.
Talked about a deck of cards.
This is good. This is deja vu for anyone.
So let's talk about the Paul brothers.
Yeah, the Paul brothers. Even though we said we'd never bring them up again, Matt.
Ryan, do you think you could get away with murder if you wanted to? Like if you absolutely had to get away with murder, do you think you'd be able to do it?
Didn't someone say that like? I can't remember who it was. I was listening to a podcast. I think it was Bill Burr. He said he heard from someone, but like, if you go out and you kill someone you're not connected to, there's no rationalization behind it or whatever. You just like someone somewhere randomly at night or sometime. You could probably get away with it, I'm sure, right?
Well, my thing
because
is
like the investigation either has to link to evidence, and if you don't leave any behind, then it has to lead to rationalizations.
Always evidence. Forensics are crazy, and they got traffic cameras that can watch. See where you've been driving.
I feel like I put on a mask, I put on a hoodie, I put on some long pants and some white Nikes. I'll just go run by someone. I'll push them over. They'll bang their head on the cement or something, and they're done.
That's true, but yeah, I guess if you had brand new shoes, your face wasn't exposed, you could get away with murder, Ryan.
So could you.
We should try this.
This is a very fucking awful conversation to have.
I would never murder anyone, guys.
No, we'd never actually legitimately kill someone.
This is gonna be one of those things where when we do kill someone, like this podcast is gonna be like
it's gonna be haunting.
Articles. It's like these murderers talked about it before they did it. Listen and be shocked.
But in all honesty, I don't think me personally I could ever get away with murder.
I feel like there's just too many, like the slightest thing. I saw this thing where this guy, he had a whole alibi where he like drove across the country and everything just so he could kill his wife and kids or something, but he had like a crazy good alibi. But they found out that he did it because of the bugs in his car grill. Showed that he had been in a certain part of the country because those bugs were only around this area of the country, showing that he actually had been in the area when he had an alibi. So it's like...
That's smart.
Yeah, no, forensics are crazy. That's why you shouldn't kill people, guys. You should not kill people because you're probably going to get caught.
Killing people is wrong.
It's wrong. You shouldn't kill people because you could get caught. You just shouldn't kill people because it's bad. You shouldn't do that.
You shouldn't... That's in the Bible, right? Don't murder?
Yeah, that's like one of the first commandments is don't kill people. And honestly, I think that I could never kill someone just because I think the guilt would be so overbearing that I would just...
So it's all about your emotions then?
What do you mean?
So like, it's not the fact that you took that person's life, it would make you feel bad.
I'd feel bad because I took that person's life. It is about because I took their life.
So it's all...
Ryan, I would feel guilty. That means I have a soul.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Souls don't exist.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Have you not seen The Iron Giant?
No such thing as a soul.
You don't know that.
Yeah, I love that. Souls. What is it? Is like
souls go to heaven.
Was it souls never die?
No, it was souls go to Jupiter to get more stupid.
No. Okay, you jokester, you funny little comedian.
I ruined your favorite movie for you now. Now every time you watch that scene, you'll never be able to not think of that.
You're right.
Gotcha.
Got me.
Gotcha good.
Fuck, man. Okay, I'm gonna have to find a new favorite movie. Okay, I got my new favorite movie now, but I'm not telling you because you'll ruin it.
You know what my favorite movie is? MeUndies.
Are you talking about the softest, most comfortable underwear you'll ever wear? Period?
And summer is the perfect time. Yes, I am, Ryan. And summer is the perfect time to upgrade your underwear drawer because everyone is thinking about looking good and feeling good, especially me. And MeUndies are the ultimate feel-good underwear, guys.
They are the ultimate feel-good undies, Matthew Watson. But every pair of MeUndies is sustainably sourced and made from micromodal and fabric that's 3 times softer than cotton.
This month, if you go on MeUndies.com/SuperMega, you can get 20% off your first pair and receive free shipping only at MeUndies.com/SuperMega. Every month is an exclusive design. This month is Cross Colors, the old classic clothing brand. So go get that before July ends because that's this month's exclusive design. It's got some cool stuff. There's a reason that MeUndies has sold over 5 million pairs to date, and you'll feel it when you put these on your legs and your groin area. And if you don't believe me, go to MeUndies.com/SuperMega, get 20% off, and you tell me if those aren't the most comfortable underwear you've ever worn.
Remember, that is MeUndies.com/SuperMega to get that 20% off. These are some great underwear. They feel good, feel fantastic, and they're easy to take off.
And if you don't love your first pair of MeUndies, they're free, guys.
They smell good, too. If you buy a pair, sniff them for me. Tell me what they smell like.
Every pair smells different.
Thank you, MeUndies, and thank you guys for checking out MeUndies, the best underwear that you could possibly ever dream of. I do believe in fairies. I do. There's a movie that looks like a joke, that isn't a joke, starring Charlie Sheen and Whoopi Goldberg. The movie is called 9/11.
Yeah.
I feel like we mentioned this in a recent Let's Play.
We talked about it in Jackass, in one of the Jackass episodes. But
you're legitimately going to see this with me in theaters, aren't you?
Oh, of course I am.
Okay.
I'm going to go see that as soon as it comes out because this is one you can't miss in theaters. You got to see this one in theaters, guys.
It's just weird because you and I have this thing where it's like, it would be cool to have like a really well-made movie about 9/11.
Yeah, I think
Like, and we've kind of like talked about that. You know, it would be interesting to see someone's take, but like a really good, well-known director that's with wonderful actors. Then all of a sudden, this movie comes out.
yeah, it's like
It's Charlie Sheen, Whoopi Goldberg.
I've always thought that when the time is right, you know, a great director should direct a movie about the attacks on September 11th because it's a huge historical moment. It's a huge moment in history. So of course there should be a movie about it, and I think it should be done right and very good. So it's so mind-boggling. Then when you see Charlie Sheen and Whoopi Goldberg in a movie simply titled 9/11, that's it.
A nonfiction movie. But the thing is, I believe they're playing real people because the movies is about the people trapped in the elevator that we're calling, and there's voicemails of them and shit.
Yeah.
So like some of the dialogue apparently is taken from the voicemails and stuff.
Dude, if I knew someone that died in the September 11th attacks and then they made like a movie where Charlie Sheen and Whoopi Goldberg played them, I don't know how I'd feel. I'd probably feel a little like upset.
Didn't the terrorists do enough damage?
Who's directing this movie? I need to sit them down and have a talk with them and say, don't. Why did they just call it 9/11?
That's so stupid.
It's like they could have given it like another name. They named it just the event.
I'm seeing who this director is. Wow, all of these movies look stupid, and I've never seen any of them.
Hold on. Can we talk about one other thing? Another movie that's coming out?
What?
God's Not Dead 3.
Is it really?
You were the one that told me that. Were you making that up?
Was I? Hold on.
Were you lying when you said God's Not Dead 3 was coming out?
Hold on. I think I looked it up on IMDb. Yeah, 2018. God's Not Dead 3.
Probably by this time next year, it will have already been released. So a year from now, Ryan, just think, 1 year from this date. A year's not a long period of time. 1 year from this date, you will already have seen all there is to see of God's Not Dead 3.
Because they decided to put that awful after credits, like Marvel kind of sequence thing.
Spoilers.
At the end of the second movie, where like the dude just gets arrested.
What does he even get arrested for?
For not following the atheists' rules.
Pretty much. That's what that movie made it out to be.
Something about not sharing confidential information of people.
I love how like that's such a big plot point that the next movie is gonna play on, but they put it after the credits. It's like it wasn't part of the actual like canon of the movie. It's like after the credits when everybody's left the theater. It's like, oh, here's this massive thing that's gonna basically create the whole plot of the next movie.
See, okay, the first one was about a student versus teacher, and then it went from teacher versus school system, and so now it's going to be priest versus system.
It's going to be priest versus Satan. He has to go down to hell and defeat Satan.
In a rock off, right?
Yeah, it has to be in a rock off. He has to go down with his old sixth string and kick Lucifer's ass. I would have so much respect for them, and that might become my favorite movie if they did that. Come on.
Can you and I acquire the rights to God's Not Dead and make God's Not Dead 4?
Like 20 years from now, when that franchise is just... What if 20 years from now that franchise is huge? It has some kind of like revolutionary awakening.
Makes a shit ton in China.
It's one of those huge blockbusters in China that just like...
We have to keep making them.
It's like that one movie in China that everyone has seen. It's God's Not Dead.
How come most religious movies have to be so ham-fisted?
It's like, why can't they make a good religious movie? That's the thing.
They can exist.
Yeah, they can.
There is one that exists that I still like to this day, The Prince of Egypt. I think is a really good movie.
There's like you can make,
the animation is spectacular in that.
Like you can honestly, it can be done. Make it a good religious movie that it can have religious messages, all that, and you can make it a good movie. But for some reason, it's like I feel like they can't. The people that make these religious movies they can't make movies, and it's so bad. It's like something you would
preachy.
watch. Yeah, well, it's not even the like you can get preachy and still be a good movie.
But they do it in a way where they like all the atheists in the movie are like, I won't stop until all Christians can't speak their minds in a public setting. Like they're fucking like
get the casting agency on the phone. Get the casting agency on the phone.
I mean, they're super villains.
Yeah, I know. And it's not even that. It's just like overall the movie is bad.
You know, I just figured out that fucking Steven Crowder is actually in one of those shitty movies that I saw.
Is he really?
It's one about like this black kid that becomes sad because he doesn't have a bunch of friends and he has a limp, and then he like shoots himself in front of the whole school or whatever. And then
Steven Crowder comes in and goes, "I'm Steven Crowder. This is Louder with Crowder."
No, Steven Crowder plays kind of like, I guess, he kind of plays himself in the movie. He's like the douchey bro dude. Which that's his personality,
Kind of like
say.
how Fousey Tube was in Boo! A Madea Halloween.
Yeah, exactly like that.
You think Fousey Tube is going to go on to be in any more major motion pictures after that? I mean, his role was breakthrough. It was groundbreaking.
Wait, are you serious? Wait, are you joking? You don't know what happened?
No, I really don't. What happened?
He was cast. Wait, nah.
No, was he cast another role?
He was cast as, like, you know how Disney's doing an Aladdin live action reboot, right?
You're kidding me.
He was cast as Aladdin.
No, he wasn't. I see the look in your face. Oh, you made my heart drop.
I know.
Got my heart. It just sank
I got you all.
to the bottom of my stomach.
He posted a picture of himself in Aladdin getup and said, "Hey, Disney, look, I heard you're looking for an Aladdin. Let me see if I can find that tweet."
If they cast Fousey Tube as Aladdin, I would have lost the little amount of faith I have in the film industry. I would have lost it all.
I'm trying to find that picture.
Dude, I would have thrown in the towel of just creating content.
You'd be like,
done.
It's all over.
I'm like, that's it. That's it for me. They cast Tyler Perry as Aladdin. Yeah, well, Aladdin wasn't bald, was he?
No.
And Aladdin also didn't look like a goofy cartoon character. Well, no, he was a goofy cartoon character, so he does fit the part.
Yeah. So, bada bing, bada boom.
I saw Fousey Tube was like going off recently because he made a lot of videos in the Middle East, and now he's like, I can't believe I ever made videos for such evil people or something like that.
Wait,
I didn't
what?
know. I just saw him freaking out
Evil
about something.
people?
Yeah.
Is he calling the Middle East evil?
Something like that. I don't give a shit about YouTube drama. I didn't keep up with it.
Yeah.
It's Fousey Tube. I'm not going to waste my mental energy caring about what he's doing or freaking out about.
Then why do you expect people to care what we do, huh? What makes Fousey Tube,
Because we don't compare ourselves to Gandhi and Martin Luther King.
Yeah, that might be a little bit of a...
And we also didn't have a breakthrough performance in Boo! Madea Halloween. So there's that too.
There are more YouTubers in that. God, why?
What's the next Madea? Hold on, let me see. Let me look this up. Is there already a next Madea movie coming out? Let me Google this right here real quick. Madea 2018. I searched 3018. That sounds like some like dystopian sci-fi Madea movie. Madea 3018. All right.
God's Not Dead 3. Madea makes some tea.
Hold on, Ryan. There's two Tyler Perry movies set for 2018.
Oh no.
You ready?
Yeah.
Tyler Perry's A Madea Family Funeral. So someone's gonna die.
They're gonna put some like sad moments in this.
Oh my God, Ryan!
What?
Tyler Perry's Boo 2, A Madea Halloween.
No!
They're making a sequel.
Wait, give me your phone. Is it still on the page? Is it still on the page?
Oh my God!
Whoa. Madea.
Oh. So there's a Madea Family Funeral, and then
Boo 2. They already have the poster out.
What? Oh man, how did this slip over like my head?
Fousey Tube's gonna be in it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it shows him in the fucking IMDb.
Yes, Tyler Perry, you've done it again.
Giving our man Fousey all of the oh God.
Oh God, I am excited.
What is this?
We got to go see it in theaters. We sat through the first one. We can do the second one.
Madea, Bam, and Hattie venture to a haunted campground, and the group must literally run for their lives when monsters, goblins, and the boogeyman are unleashed.
Tyler, after seeing the first one, I didn't think you could outdo yourself, but this one actually sounds a lot more fun than the first one. I'm not gonna lie.
But like it's just gonna be lazily slopped together like the first one.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
I'm sorry.
Give him some credit.
Give him some credit.
I'm gonna have to go see this in theaters. We're gonna have to go see Madea's Family Funeral.
We thought that seeing the first one was gonna be a funny venture, and it turned out to be miserable.
But we committed to the first one. We got to go all the way and see the sequel. Come on.
Only if we review it.
Yeah, of course we'll review.
You know,
I double feature.
I sent you a text. I sent you a long, heartfelt text, and I said, you know what? I'm going to have a lot of think time when I'm in South Carolina, and I'm going to come back, and I'm going to have a game plan in terms of movie review series.
Hell yeah.
We keep saying.
Guys, maybe by episode...
Are you crying?
No, I yawned.
Matt's crying, everyone.
It's because I'm so
Matt's
emotional
fucking
thinking about
crying.
the movie reviews. I'm just so excited that Tyler Perry's Boo 2 A Madea Halloween is coming out.
And we get to review it.
I can't wait. Just the thought of that has filled me with so much joy and excitement that tears have swelled up in my eyes. I really am excited though. Why? You know what they got to start doing to save the Madea universe? Because it used to be like well received. I thought
Having like
crossovers. They got to cross it over with another movie's universe. Like, what would be a good one? Like they could cross Madea over with, like Transformers or something.
Oh no, they could do like oh man, they should do like a Nutty Professor Madea crossover.
Oh, yeah.
Like a Norbit.
Norbit. I was about to say Norbit.
Norbit would be a good one. They just need to get Eddie Murphy in these movies. He's not doing anything right now, is he?
No, I think he's taking some time off after his brother died, or that's what it seems. Maybe. You know.
Oh yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
I forgot that was his brother too, because his
Charlie
brother was
Murphy.
actually pretty famous.
Yeah. Hey.
He was actually real famous. Damn.
Speaking of Norbit, so Japan changes movie titles so they're more fitting for a Japanese audience.
Yeah.
For instance, Fast and Furious, I think, was called like Wild Speed or something like that.
So wait, so Fast and Furious, whenever they change the names to like make it like Fate of the Furious to rhyme with 8 and all that shit.
Yeah, it's different.
They
called one of them like Icebreakers or something. I don't remember.
Icebreakers?
but,
Liquid ice?
But listen to this. This is the Norbit. I saw this the other day on Twitter. The Norbit Japanese translation.
What is it, my boy?
Mad Fat Wife.
Mad Fat Wife?
Yeah, Norbit in Japan is known as Mad Fat Wife. So if you ever go to Japan and you want to ask them if they've seen Norbit, they're not going to know what you're talking about unless you refer to the film as Mad Fat Wife.
I'm mad at you, Matt.
Why are you mad at me?
Because yesterday I wanted to play video games with you, and you said you'd play video games with me, but you didn't play video games with me.
I haven't hooked my computer up to the internet. Also, I was reading a book.
Yeah,
I was sad last night. I was reading a book and I was sad.
From the book or just sad in general?
Both. I called my mom. I said, Mom, I love you. Give me a kiss.
You're like, I miss home. I don't want to live with this fat piece of shit anymore. He makes my life horrible.
Did you hear my conversation?
Yeah, I did. It's fine though.
Shit. No, actually, I always get homesick right when I come back to LA from South Carolina. So I'm sorry I didn't play games with you last night. I was feeling a little down. I was a little homesick, and I wanted to make some progress in my book. So I apologize, Ryan.
It's okay.
I'll play games with you. I promise.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will.
Just like you say you're going to go see movies with me, you say you're going to play games with me. I'm beginning to think that you don't like me, Matt.
Ryan, it's not that.
I'm even turned away from you right now. I'm not looking at you.
Is the mic still picking you up at least?
Yeah?
Okay, good.
It's still picking me up.
Well, Ryan, I'll make it up to you. How about we go play a game of basketball later?
I don't want to play basketball.
Why don't you want to play
I
basketball?
want to play video games.
Well, why don't you go out and get some fresh air and play some basketball with me and the brothers?
Because white men can't jump.
A Tyler Perry film.
Wow.
Tyler Perry's White Men Can't Jump. You know what I like about the word happiness, Ryan? Off tangent.
It's spelled wrong in The Pursuit of Happiness, right? Is that what you were gonna say?
No, what I actually was gonna say. Every time someone says happiness, they say penis, and I think that's pretty funny. So in a song or a speech, when someone says happiness, you can just cut out the part where they say penis, and you have a voice clip of them saying penis.
Penis.
Like the Christmas song, she goes happiness and cheer.
But whenever someone says happiness, it's not like they're saying penis. They're going. So instead of saying penis, it would be penis.
Happiness. I say
Penis.
happiness. Penis. It's
Dude,
in there.
happiness. Happiness.
Happiness.
Here, I'm gonna say it 5 times in a row, and you cut out the first part. Ready?
Not 5 times. Just say it once. I'll cut it out. Don't make me do all that extra work, Ryan. Please.
3 times, and we got a deal.
Okay, but I'm only gonna cut it out of the first one.
Okay. Penis.
Now, I'm sure when I'm listening back, that's really gonna sound like you just said the word penis.
They're having a hoot and a holler upstairs, aren't they?
Yeah, what is that?
I have no idea.
That's loud. It sounds like kids.
And fucking they, I'm not gonna say their name, but they complain about how loud we are sometimes.
I can't believe them. Katherine. Whatever happened to Katherine, you think? Remember Katherine? In the beginning of our channel, when we used to record in our
She's
living
probably
room.
in an iron lung.
This woman lived underneath our apartment, and she always complained whenever we'd record. And just in general, she'd complain all the time that we were being too loud.
And her Frankenstein monster of a husband.
It's so mean, but it's like
not saying that as a mean way, but he just apparently that's all I can picture because you described him as Frankenstein's monster.
She made me go into her apartment once. One time you were out of town.
Did he have bolts in his neck and shit?
Yeah, it's called marriage to Katherine. I was just by myself. I'm in my room listening to music with headphones on, by the way. That's how quiet I am. I'm by myself in the apartment, home alone, listening to music with headphones in. She comes up, knocks on the door. She's like, 2 minutes. I want you to be down in my apartment. We're going to have a little talk. And I'm like, damn it, Katherine.
Wait, really?
Yeah. So,
what makes her think she can pull that shit, though?
Because she worked for the bill. No, I don't want to bring them. She had that very like stern Southern teacher like feel. Like she felt like a third grade teacher that was mad at me. So I was like, okay. So like I don't want any problems with her. So I just want to make her happy and then go on so I can do my own thing. Because I know if the more mad she is for whatever reason, even if it's irrational, she's going to take it out on us by calling the apartment, saying we're being loud. So I go down to her apartment and she invites me in like silently, and her Frankenstein-looking husband sitting on the couch staring at me. I'm not trying to be mean. He looked like Frankenstein's monster. Not in like a mean way. Well, I mean, I guess you can't say that without
big and green? Was he scared of fire?
He had green skin. Top of his head had been sewn back on.
When he got too close, did she light a match and shoo him away?
Was Frankenstein's monster scared of fire?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Now I know. But she like invites me and she makes me come in her bedroom, first of all. She's like, come here. And she's like points up at the ceiling and she's like, every night I try to sleep and all I hear is
How is her room, by the way?
Her room?
Yeah.
Just basic.
Was it nice?
Well, she was in the process of moving out, so
Okay.
she had a lot of boxes. But what she was complaining about was, I guess, was your dog in your room. Like when he would get up and walk around the room or whatever, she could hear that, and that deeply disturbed her to the core. So I was like, Katherine, I've had headphones in. I didn't know like the dog was walking on the floor. I'm sorry. I should tell him just to fly across the floor maybe and not put his paws on the floor. It's like, can you blame the dog for walking? He's not making a lot of noise.
Just needs to stretch out every once in a while.
I think what it is, I think it's when he would lay down, he'd like plop down kind of.
Yeah.
And he's big, so it would make a sound. And she said that every night it like scares her awake and she can't get back to sleep. And I'm like, Katherine, and she's like, yeah, I have a white noise machine and I can hear it over it every single night. And I'm like, Katherine, I'm sorry. What do you suggest I do about this? And then the conversation has kind of turned into her trying to sell me her Oriental rug. She was
What made her think that you were gonna purchase that after her just pulling that?
No,
shit?
she just like it turned into that. I'm like, Katherine, I'm sorry. I'll put the dog on his bed or something so it doesn't make any noise. And then she tried to sell me an Oriental rug and a big old like oak cabinet. And she's like, this is the $500 is $400. And I'm like, Katherine, I'm a 20-year-old guy. Why do I want to buy an Oriental rug for $500 for my apartment? Like, what? Seriously, why would I want to buy that? And she asked me about it several times. In fact, while you were still out of town, she came back up and knocked on the door again. And I was thinking like, oh my God, this better not be Katherine. I look through the people. It's Katherine. And I'm like, oh, what did I do this time? I open the door and all she asks is, have you thought more about purchasing the rug or the cabinet? And I'm like, I don't think there's any room for that up here. And she's like, well, you can put it in the kitchen. I'm like, Katherine, I don't want an Oriental rug.
I don't want your fucking rug, Katherine.
It doesn't fit the theme like of the apartment. It doesn't fit it just doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like a big, and plus you have a dog, I have a cat. If we got an Oriental rug, that thing would just be covered in fur. You know, animals could track, like you take Lego out, maybe it's rainy, he could get footprints on it. It's like, why are we going to get an expensive Oriental rug when we have pets and a small apartment? It makes no sense. And I basically just made out with her right then on the spot and sent her on her way and never saw her again.
Speaking of making out, I'm kidding. But I guess my general rule of thumb is I'm living in an apartment. I expect to hear noise. I just do. Even if it's 5 a.m., I expect sometimes to hear footsteps. But I think, when it crosses the line is when it's like, boo, 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 like hammering like that consistently.
Like where it sounds like people are neglecting the fact that it's...
Yeah.
I try to be as quiet as I can. I walk on my toes. I don't make noise. I always turn my speakers down because I'm always scared of... The person below us has never complained once since they moved in.
There was one time, the new people that moved into the apartment next to us, I was like playing my music loud at like 10:30. I think not loud. I didn't think it was loud, but I guess the Bose speaker has that, bass to it. So they just knocked on the side of the wall, and I was like, sorry about that. And then I was like, sorry about that. And then they knocked back, like, just like So it was like this kind little way of them not like
because they didn't call
intruding.
security.
Yeah, they were just like, it wasn't like a boo boo. It was just.
Yeah,
like,
it's like when you're at a stoplight and it turned green, you didn't notice. There's two types of people. There's going to be someone that's going to lay on the horn for like 5 seconds, which in LA, believe it or not, 90% of the people do that. And then there's
if you
people
wait
that
a fucking second after the light turns green.
not even a second. Like I'll be looking down at my phone and it'll turn green and it'll
That's
be
illegal. Can't do that.
I mean, I'll be
looking down,
looking at the clouds on a
you'll be
beautiful
looking
day.
at the GPS device that's mounted on the air vent in my car.
I'll be reading the Bible in my lap, and the light turns green, and I'm deep in the scripture. I maybe miss it for 1 second, and the car behind me just, and even sometimes after I start going, they're still carrying it on. Like they're that mad. They have that much pent up Los Angeles anger that they're just like.
I think with Los Angeles, you have to surrender the fact that you're going to get to where you want to on time, or the route that you're taking is going to be as smooth as you want it to.
Yeah,
it just won't be unless it's. I don't even know what time is good to drive here, because it seems like there's events every now and then randomly that pop up that'll create traffic in the most off times. Like there was one time at 2 a.m. where apparently there was some like late night event. There was just bumper to bumper traffic on the 5.
You and I have been on the highway and there's been bumper to bumper traffic jams at midnight.
Yeah.
I remember you and me and maybe Tucker, we were in the car and there was a traffic jam around like midnight. And it's like, wow.
That's why I'm excited to go back to South Carolina. I love driving in South Carolina.
Oh my God.
LA.
It's like out here driving stressful, but back in South Carolina, when I drive, it's like leisurely. It's like I can actually enjoy the art of driving.
I know.
It's like, this feels nice. I can just relax, listen to music and just take it at a nice speed. And everyone waves, everyone lets you in, everyone lets you go. It's the nicest shit. Like no one's going to cut you off.
I love taking 26 from Irmo to downtown. Like, I love the 26.
Oh, I know that drive,
and I also like going on the 20. The 20 is nice, too.
I don't know if I've been on the 20.
The 20 is, isn't that the long highway that leads to Charleston?
26.
26 is
26 is from Charleston to Columbia.
Okay. Then there's 26 and then I-26?
No,
because 26 leads to downtown Columbia.
I think it might be the same highway, just connected.
Okay.
I think
because it branches off, and then you can get to Midlands Technical College, and that's the highway that kind of leads to whatever. But anyways, I don't want to get into specifics. But
people listening are like, are they like, what are they like? Just talking about highways in South Carolina? Like,
but
is that this one or?
But I never. When I lived in South Carolina and I dealt with traffic going to college or during rush hour, I was like, oh, this is horrible. And traffic can be shitty in South Carolina. They could hold you back 30 minutes sometimes, but that's only like in probably a 2-hour period 2 times a day. I'd say between what, like 7 and 9.
Yeah.
And then from 5 to 7.
Yeah.
Or some shit like that. And then it's just fine afterwards. And then the roads are pretty much dead after midnight.
Yeah.
I love driving in South Carolina, and I can't wait till I'm going to rent a car and just bop on down and drive a bunch.
You know, bop.
Bop to the top. Holiday season, I'm coming to visit you in Charleston. We're gonna have Mama Kim's.
We're gonna eat some Mama Kim's.
You did not have Mama Kim's when you went back.
I forgot to eat it. Well, I didn't forget. It kind of slipped away from me.
But I still have to visit your home. I've never
been to my house. Yeah.
You've never been to my house, Sis.
Houses. Oh, you own 2 houses. Rub it in, Ryan. Always rub it in that you got 2 Christmases, 2 houses. Double the love. I get it, Ryan.
No.
My parents could only afford 1 Christmas in 1 house. God.
Apparently they can afford more than 1 child, though. Thanks, Mom and Dad.
But my favorite thing to do, like in terms of driving, is I don't know. There's kind of like this loop I like to go.
Donuts. You like doing donuts, don't you?
Jose, my buddy Jose, I was in the car with him, and in my neighborhood, he just drifted. He's like, watch this. Goes really fast, throws up the emergency brake, and just drifts in the broad daylight. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? It was fun. I'm not going to lie. It was fun. Scared the shit out of me, but it was pretty cool.
Wouldn't have been fun if you hit a small child.
Or another car.
Or a small child.
A small child would be a lot worse. Or an animal. If we hit like someone's cat, I would feel terrible.
Would you feel worse if you hit someone's cat
No,
or someone's kid?
A child by far. But
why?
Just because it's I don't know. It's like that's going to cause a lot more emotional distress to people than.
What if he was a little dick?
And like the parents were like, oh, thank God.
For all you know, you could have accidentally murdered the next Charles Manson.
I could have, yeah. Damn it, I should have hit a kid. Damn it. But he said that drifting your Fiat, it's got to be real easy, and you can just zip that thing around and do donuts and stuff. We should take it out to a parking lot.
Never let him drive my Fiat.
I won't. But he's going to come next month, I think.
Okay. So is Tucker's coming next month, too.
Jose's coming after Tucker.
Okay.
I made sure it's like...
I'm excited for Tucker to get back.
I'm real excited
I always love when
to get
Tucker visits. He's just a nice fucking person to be around.
Tucker is just like... He's so genuine, you know?
Yeah.
He's so full of artistic passion and talent, and he's so genuine, and he's nice, and that's my praise for Tucker.
So we got Tucker coming, we got Jose coming around.
Yeah, next month's we're gonna have full house.
It sucks. I don't think Gray is coming this summer, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean,
but I'm gonna go visit him. I'm gonna go because he has his own place now, so I'm gonna go hang out with him hopefully for a day or two.
Good old Gray.
When I go to South Carolina.
I say we take your Fiat out to a parking lot. We try to drift it. I feel like the Fiat could flip really easily though.
Oh yeah.
Because it's kind of like.
Oh yeah.
Jose drives like kind of like an older sedan type car, and those don't flip because they're like long. But yours is so short that it could be top heavy and just whoop.
I'm hopefully like a year from now, I may think about getting another car because I like driving people around, but it's the hardest thing to have a group of people in my car.
Oh, with the Fiat, it's impossible.
And it's just not comfortable. It's not like a comfortable experience for people. I like driving people around where like everyone's comfortable and we're all having a conversation. The music's nice. I used to have my Jetta was like that. I had a Chrysler Sebring and then I went to a Jetta then I went to a Fiat. And I don't like being the passenger. I love being the chauffeur.
Yeah. The just problem with the Fiat is like it's bad because you can't fit anything in it, and you also can't like drive people around. So it kind of only serves a good purpose for like just two people, like getting from point A to point B, like commuting. But other than that, it's not the best car.
I do think it is a wonderful car for our location being in LA in terms of parking.
Oh yeah, and like cutting in when people won't let you in and stuff.
Yeah,
because in LA traffic, people don't want to let you in. They're not gonna like be willing to let you go or anything. So you can kind of force it with that car because it's so small. The other person doesn't really have a choice. But
other than that, I would just like to get a nice sedan, just a nice 4-door. Just a regular 4-door car, nothing fancy.
You know what's nice is like look into a Honda Civic. Honda Civics are really good cars.
Yeah.
I've known a lot of people that have like 2013, 2014 Honda Civic. That's a great car.
Honda's a great make.
Yeah, if I get a car, it's gonna be some really trashy '90s car, probably like something from
purposely like 90, like
no, like
90s?
early 2000s, just because it's cheap. It's all I can afford, like just a cheap little clunker.
Oh yeah, because you wouldn't. The thing is, I think if you would be able to afford a decent car, but I don't think you've like because you've just started like building credit and shit, right?
Nope.
No,
my credit sucks. I've been trying. It's just I can't get it up. I gotta pay off my credit card faster.
Matt's credit sucks, everyone.
Instead of a car, Ryan, I should just get one of those little crotch rocket bikes, like the real tiny like motorbikes that you could fit in like a briefcase type of deal.
Yeah.
Just sit on that and go down the freeway to work. I'd love to get one of those because I could just I could park it in the same parking spot as you.
I've always wanted a moped, but I've never been in an area where I would need one.
This is a great area for moped. Honestly, I might just get a moped.
But we're probably moving in like soon.
Well, just LA is good for mopeds, I think, because it's just like.
I just would like to have a moped. There's nothing like I could just pop on over to somewhere.
You can get one for $200, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Like a good one?
South Carolina, I knew people that got great mopeds for like $500-$600.
$500 to $600. Okay. I
thought
you said a couple hundred. I was like, oh wow.
I knew someone that got one for like $400. Yeah, I kind of want to get just like a moped and just. I could take it to the grocery store. I could take it to.
There's that one guy that rides around on that one wheel. I see him every now and then.
Oh, I see him too.
He always wears sunglasses and has headphones in.
Showing it off.
I know.
Actually, I feel like wearing headphones with a one wheel would be pretty dangerous because you can't hear like the traffic around you and stuff like that.
No, he's doing it to cancel out all the people calling him a loser.
I mean, he looks. I see him. He flies on that thing too.
He kind of looks like Tom Cruise a little bit, like a tall Tom Cruise.
Yeah, I could see that. Like
because he has the short hair and sunglasses and shit.
I thought I saw Tom Cruise at the airport the other day, and I almost had a heart attack. And then I realized it was just a father that looked kind of like Tom Cruise. But a one wheel is just it's like imagine a hoverboard with one wheel right in the middle, and they can go like 30 miles per hour. So we'll see him fly by. And it's crazy because that's really scary to me. That's like...
He's not wearing a helmet or anything.
You lose your balance and like you could die. You fall into traffic and he's just... Like if I had one of those, I know it look goofy, but I would have to wear a helmet or something. Elbow pads and shit. Because you fall, that's going to be really bad.
I would love to get a one wheel, but I'd have to like... You know what? But they're so fucking expensive. Aren't they like $1,000? I'm going to look it up. Yeah, they're fucking like $1,500. What is that shit?
That's Best Buy.
What is this stupid? It's so dumb. Why?
It looks pretty dumb. I mean, like, here's the thing about those.
Why is that more expensive than a moped?
The thing is, like, they're cool. Like, the concept is cool, but it's one of those things that no one's going to actually do because it's just kind of goofy and it's never going to catch on.
How much is a moped? I'm looking it up.
Go on Craigslist and look at mopeds. That's the best place to get a moped, probably. Because I wouldn't buy a new one. That's probably too expensive.
Okay, let's look up. We're gonna find this out, ladies and gentlemen.
Craigslist. Craigslist. Who is Craig? Craig Newmark, founded in 1995. Now
Search
you know.
Craigslist.
Look up moped.
Moped.
Okay, 194 mopeds.
Oh, see, I don't want something like that.
Oh, that's like a bicycle. How much is that? $1,300 in Fountain Valley.
Okay, never mind.
Nah, not for $1,300. What are the $895? Oh man, guys, welcome to Matt and Ryan. Look up.
Like I like shit like this.
Like a vintage motorized moped. That's $500 in Long Beach.
How much is this? I like this one.
$1,200.
Damn it.
$500's not bad for a nice.
Yeah,
moped.
but I already have a car.
Well,
it comes with a helmet.
That's like one of those German like biker helmets that has the spike. I'd want to get one of those helmets that has the spike on top.
Let's see how much one of the an electric scooter is, because I like standing up.
Oh, you would look ridiculous
I could
driving around on an
No, if I brought an
scooter.
electric scooter down to fucking Santa Monica, I just fold it up, put it in the trunk, then take it out.
That'd be pretty fun.
Electric scooter.
882 results. What is the
what
first
the
thing?
fuck is
Yeah,
this?
what is that?
I'm not looking for a wheelchair.
Oh, well, yeah, scooters. They're called wheelchairs are called scooters, like that type. That's such a pathetic sounding name for one of those things, a scooter. It just sounds like you're just scooting around and that's it.
But like one of these, you know, where you're like,
$50. Razor E200 electric power scooter. That's in Mid-City, LA.
go
You
zzz.
can zip around and look at that guy. That guy looks badass. He's on it.
Why does he have two posts?
I don't know. Well, look at him. He's got a backwards hat on.
It's an e-scooter.
That thing looks weird as hell.
I kind of like the look of it, but I want to be standing up.
Well, you can stand up on that. It looks like you can stand or sit.
Let's see if anyone has a one wheel on Craigslist. Hold on.
I'm getting a call from my sister right now.
Answer it. Tell her she's live on the podcast.
No, I can't. I'm not gonna. What if she tells me some confidential information? $1,000, $2,000, $800. Damn, that's expensive.
What? Okay. What are the best one wheels?
Dude, fuck it. Let's get Ripstix and go to work on Ripstix.
Can't lie. This would be fun going around Santa Monica.
Sorry, they can't go up hills apparently.
They went in slow motion
and jumped off their one wheels up. Casey Neistat.
Casey
has
Neistat.
one.
Hold on. Where's your one wheel, Casey? Is he gonna ride it?
Come on, Casey. All right, we just watched a clip of Casey Neistat falling off his one wheel.
Eating shit, riding a one wheel.
That was loud too. That was just a big like slamming two pieces of plywood together type of sound. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very envious of Casey Neistat because of all the cool gadgets he has.
Oh yeah,
that's really cool.
Well, he says like his channel is like a way for him to do all that cool stuff.
I don't hate Casey Neistat. He gets a lot of shit. I really don't hate him. I hate
what has he done to make people hate him? Like,
I think the Hillary
I haven't
Clinton thing.
Looked into it.
That was mainly
that was shit. I did not like that he.
Yeah, that was obnoxious.
That was really obnoxious
like,
and kind of just stupid.
Politics aside, with Casey Neistat, I don't have any problems with him. I think he's pretty good at making vlogs and he's pretty good at doing what he does. So more power to you, Casey.
And he gets to try all these cool fucking
I know,
things.
I'm so jealous. He has like $20,000 drones.
It's like
and,
Rob's fantasy factory, essentially.
but with like technology. Yeah.
He's
the Rob
smarter.
Dyrdek of technology.
Rob Dyrdek is like a. Oh, I watched Chanel West Coast rap on one of the Fantasy Factory episodes.
Ugh, you said it was bad, right?
Oh, I gotta show you, dude. Live reaction of Matt reacting.
No.
I remember I saw that. I think that was posted on our cringe.
It was. That's ugh. But let's get back to Ripstix, Ryan.
Okay.
Why don't we get Ripstix and just be the two guys around, like, everyone knows us around the city.
Don't you have to, like, wiggle to make them move?
Did you never ride a Ripstick?
No.
You've never ridden one?
No.
Oh, dude, they're so much fun.
Really?
Yeah. Basically, it's like you gotta like wiggle your feet, and it kind of like makes it makes it go. It's really cool. I can't explain how it works. I don't know how it works, but they're fun. And my friend Christian said that like vapes should be called Ripsticks because you're taking a big rip off of it. It's like
When's the last time you vaped, Matt?
I vaped in the last week.
Have you?
Yeah.
You always vape when you go back home.
No, I don't. Yes, I do actually.
Yeah,
That's true.
you do.
No, it's my brother-in-law had a vape, so I took a rip off of it. It was epic. And then I was cleaning my room and I found an old vape pen that I bought, ironically, with some friends, and then I took a huge rip off of that thing. Boy, I got a crazy buzz. I could hear panties dropping from miles around. Pretty cool stuff. Why don't you get a vape?
People have been saying that in the comments that I saw on that thing.
You should. It's
and
a good.
you
It's a
mentioned
good.
it.
I think it's a good way to quit
But
smoking.
I just don't want to be that guy.
Well, you don't have to do it in public.
I guess.
There's a difference between vaping to look cool and vaping to help with a nicotine addiction.
Just whenever I see a
I get the
a
stigma
fucking
around
cloud,
vaping.
like I see a cloud just burst out from somewhere random, I'm like, Jesus Christ.
That's how it is.
Like
You'll be in public.
you
and
never see
a-
the person first. You always see just a puff of just a cloud of smoke puff out like vigorously.
a beautiful white billowing cloud.
You're like, where did that come from? You know exactly what that is. It comes out of a car. It comes out from some side street or some shit.
I always see it like at a stoplight. I'll just see the car in front of me in a huge, beautiful cloud just. The vaping, like, you can make some cool clouds with that stuff. Like, I know I sound so uncool right now.
Okay.
But vaping is fun. You have to admit it's fun. Like blowing
I used
those
to
huge
have a
clouds.
vape. Like I
remember.
used to legitimately have a vape.
We vaped it together in Columbia, in the car at the Dunkin' Donuts parking lot, or Krispy Kreme or whatever. Remember that?
Holy fuck. Yeah, that was like late at night when I was like, "Hey, I'm not tired."
And I was like, "Yeah, pick me up." And then you showed me your vape, and we vaped in a parking lot.
It was nice.
Yeah, that
we
was
got some
nice.
donuts.
We got some donuts. We vaped a little bit.
Or was the donut place closed? Were we actually able to get
No,
donuts?
that place is open 24/7.
Okay.
So we got some donuts.
Sweet.
We vaped a little bit, but
Damn, I want to vape.
Ryan, if it makes you feel better, I'll get a vape too, and I'll get the type that's just the smoke. And every time you want to vape, I'll rip a fat cloud with you, so you're not alone.
Okay.
Okay.
How about
We
just to
can learn
make
vape
me
tricks and
feel
shit.
better, you have to wear like those fucking sick sports glasses.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say those before you even said it. I knew exactly what you were talking about. I'll wear those, and we could just our apartment. You open that door, buddy. It's gonna be like you're walking into just like a massive, like, smoke machine. You're gonna be walking inside a fog machine. You're not gonna see anything the moment you open the door, but white, thick clouds of white.
I would love to see like a fucking music video where like the bar's coming in and they're like, dude, when it drops, the dude rips the vape and the smoke comes out, but then the smoke turns into him and then he starts rapping as this like
Smoke man.
smoke man.
Right.
I would love to see that.
Why don't?
That would be like, no, but like the video would have to be done right. Like it would have to be a self-aware music video. It can't be done.
That's
like,
not true.
Like it can't be like a Logan and it can't be like the Paul brothers music videos where they're kind of like unaware of
Ryan,
their
you're telling
of
me
that stuff.
Well, that's under the impression that vaping's not cool.
You gotta
Why do you think someone can't vape in a music video and still look cool?
because a hookah's better, bro.
Yeah, but hookah's like 100 times worse than cigarettes.
Yeah.
A vape is just beautiful water vapor.
Sit in a hookah lounge with your buddies.
Hookah's fun, but I can do it like once a year because
We used to do it every day.
yeah, we used to do it like every night.
Every fucking night with my glass hookah. Daniel broke like 2 of my hookahs.
I remember that. What I remember is I didn't know how bad hookah was for you, and we just did it for like 2 weeks straight every night. And honestly, because of that,
I've gotten
to
sick
this
of
day
it.
I don't want to do it anymore.
Same.
Like it burned me out because it was so. I could still taste the charcoal and like.
But you were addicted to it for the longest time.
Oh God, yeah.
Because you were like, dude, why don't we fire up the hook?
It was fun just watching a movie and firing up the hook.
And like just blowing some fucking
yeah,
smoke.
because the hookah you could blow these crazy clouds, but we can do that and not harm ourselves with a vape.
Whoa!
God, hookah I always felt like shit after doing hookah. It's just like
Yeah.
I feel like it takes every cell in my body and like
Put me to
sucks
bed.
it of its-
Because
yeah,
it makes you just fucking buzzed as
Ugh.
shit.
and then you just feel like garbage.
By the way, someone that you know, and you left their CD in my car, and I have literally listened to that CD probably 5 times, just over and over again.
Speaking of good rap.
Yeah, good rap. Kill Bill is great.
He's a rapper.
I really do. I really like his stuff.
Yeah, so he's a rapper from South Carolina who's not very well known. I think he has I don't know how many followers he has on SoundCloud, but he's really talented. So you should go check his music out. He's cool. He's a big fan of SuperMega.
Oh, he likes this, ladies and gentlemen.
No, but Kill Bill, he's a really down to earth guy. Also from South Carolina. Great rapper. So you should check out his SoundCloud and show him some support because he puts a lot of work into his music, and a lot of like feeling and passion into it.
And he has a good voice for it too. He has a great voice for it.
One of the best I've ever heard.
Yeah,
it's very deep and flowing. But yeah, go check him out. That's this week's music recommendation. I've always wanted to get into music making, but I just don't know where to start. I've always wanted to make music. I'm not talking about like me singing and stuff. I've always thought it'd be fun to make music. I guess like for myself, just to create stuff that I am happy with, like musically, but I don't know where to start with that.
I just don't think I have the brain to create music. Like I like listening to it. I just don't feel like I'd be good at creating it. Because there's so much you can learn, but there's so much that's also due off of instinct and just your know-how of
like
what
a
would
musical
sound
instinct.
Good. Yeah,
having it kind of
like,
in your head.
I know it sounds good, but I don't know how I would make something that sounds good.
Yeah.
I don't know, does that make sense?
No, totally. So there's like people that are music-minded and people that aren't. Some people like they can hear a rhythm and they can like dissect it. They know what notes would go next, stuff like that. And then some people just they have no rhythm. They can't.
Do you feel you're like that? The former.
Like I'm not music-minded?
No, you are. Do you feel like you are music-minded in the sense of creation?
I think to a degree I am, but I don't know. I don't think I could create anything really that good.
Yeah.
But like, I think that I just wonder why some people are like that and some people aren't. I wonder if it's something you're born with, or maybe it has to do like in your early developmental stages as a child, what you're exposed to. I wonder why some people naturally have that kind of knack for music and other people just never will.
Yeah.
Is it something that anybody can learn, or is it really all in your brain?
I want to say I just know people that just don't have rhythm.
Oh, yeah. Rhythm. You got it or you don't. That's a fallacy. I took the opportunity.
That's Aaron Carter, right?
Yeah.
Love Aaron Carter.
Love Aaron Carter, dude.
Jesse McCartney's not as good as Aaron Carter.
You have rhythm. I've seen you rap in many funny, goofy music videos.
I have trouble with it, I think, while recording.
But it always turns out good in the end. You got a great rap voice and rhythm.
Thank you. Are you talking about my little Danny Brown bit in one of the Syndigo videos?
Yeah. I'd like to see you sit down at a piano, Ryan, and play a wonderful ballad.
That's the one instrument I'd really love to learn to play.
I've always wanted to learn piano, but I can't do the 2 different hands at once.
Exactly. That's
I can
where
do drums.
I'd have a problem with that.
Which I don't.
I can't do drums because I can't play drums on Rock Band because my like fucking feet can't work in tandem with my hands.
But I don't get why theoretically I feel like I should be able to learn piano because I can do drums, which is 3 different limbs going at once.
Mm-hmm.
But piano, that's just 2 hands.
Well, hands. You're talking about fingers.
Oh, fingers though. Yeah.
Because when you're doing something, the one hand wants to just copy the other. It's easy for it to move.
With drums, it's like a very steady rhythm.
Dot dot dot. Like just whoa. Okay. Dun dun dun. Why does it do that?
Can you not do 2 like this? Like dun dun. Where you do.
No, like I'm trying to do this, and then I'm just trying to
do one.
Okay, there. I guess. One side to side, and then one down and up.
Can you do where you're hitting the hi-hat and then
no, I can do it when I do it at the same time like that, but I'm talking about like do this and then try to join in this smoothly.
Can you do this where it's on this hand and then pa, pa, pa. Yeah, there you go. A lot of people can't do that.
Do you try to hit the bot the same time as this goes down?
Yeah, it's gotta be the same time.
Okay, good.
Every move.
How did that sound in the podcast? That was just
it was just 2 men who were like, "Can you do that?" All right, no, and side to side. People are just letting Especially like people driving and listening to this are probably like, what the fuck?
I know. But a lot of people probably like, they're also listening to it while doing something else, so they really probably don't even remember much of this conversation.
You know what I was thinking about last night? I went to the fridge, get a little Arizona green tea, and you know what I was thinking about?
What?
How weird this podcast is, because it's not really topic based. It's a podcast where we just talk. So all it is.
It is, yeah, you're right.
It's
okay.
just us. It's two friends just talking to each other, just talking about whatever, and then thousands of people just observing two people talking. That's all it is.
It's like us. It's like how we would normally have conversations, except more
vocal. More of like the tone of presenting. I guess.
Yeah.
It's.
We have that
normal
presenting
conversations are
tone.
More like just taken down a notch, but it's just weird. I was thinking about like it's a weird thing. This podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Like.
Because it's not like we're bringing in guests all the time. It's not a guest-centric podcast.
It's just us talking on a couch.
We haven't had a guest in a while. We should probably get a guest soon.
Yeah, we should probably get a guest. I guess.
We have an office full of people that have said they wanted to be on the podcast.
Aaron wants to come on. He said recently, when are you gonna have me on the podcast?
We could have Frank on if we wanted. We could. Damn.
I'd love to get
we
Frank
need to
back on.
step back on this shit.
Let's get some new people we haven't had on before.
When I get back from vacation, we need to step on that shit.
Hell yeah! And you're on vacation still when this comes out, I think. So I hope you're enjoying that, Ryan.
Me too.
I hope you are. And
I hope nothing bad happens while I'm in South Carolina.
Like a plane crash.
Or like I just get in a car accident. That would suck.
That would suck.
I mean, I wouldn't be alive to think that it sucks. But
anyway, guys, it's that time where we slip our shoes back on and we walk out the door, because this podcast is officially OVER, over.